You're listening to East Georgia's morning show powered by Southern Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
Yes.
It is Wednesday, July the 12th, and we're happy to have some folks here from Rolling Monkey. We have Meagan and Garrett Clark, the owners of Rolling Monkey.
Yes.
And you guys have a special day coming up on Sunday, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to talk about your journey. First of all, you two are obviously a married couple. So what's the story? How did you guys meet?
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Yes.
Garrett has a story he likes to tell everybody, so I'll let
you can throw it over to me.
start.
Come on, I'm going to throw it back to you. You can go ahead.
That's kind of interesting. So you look at it from two different perspectives.
Well, he teases because I'm from Orange County, California.
Oh, okay.
And so I came here to go to Georgia Southern. But when anyone asks him, well, how did you get a girl from Orange County to come to Statesboro? He says,
I worked really hard on my profile, farmersonly.com. Yeah. Got straw hat, looking good, green tractor in the back.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, you don't have to be lonely on farmersonly.com.
No,
so
it
makes perfect sense.
so that's why I always, when everyone asks, like, how did you guys meet? I'm like, oh, here it comes. He's going to say that story.
Okay, from your perspective,
Yes.
how did you meet?
So it's interesting because our families are from the same county, Camden County. So that's where Garrett grew up, was Camden County. And
like California?
Georgia.
No, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
St. Mary's, Kingsland area.
Yeah.
And so I had been spending my summers in Camden. And so Garrett doesn't remember, but we met when I was younger, when I was like 17.
Okay.
And he did take me on our first date back then, but of course it was like Chick-fil-A breakfast, casual. I thought it was a date because he paid.
Whoa, okay.
But then, fast forward to when we started dating at Georgia Southern, and he was like, what?
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
That was just a Tuesday.
Yeah, right. A little occupied, I think trucks were more on the mind, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's just you were so taken aback by pure chivalry. He didn't expect anything. He was just being nice to you.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
and I guess I just wasn't expecting
Head
that
over
southern.
heels.
Yeah, that southern hospitality. I just wasn't used to. So.
Yeah, see, well, being from
little charm
California,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, so tell me about how do you go from California to Statesboro, Georgia?
Yeah, what attracted you to Georgia Southern?
Yeah, what put Southern on your radar?
I had two cousins, so we grew up together. They were from California as well. And then when my grandfather retired, he was originally from Brunswick. So he came back to Camden where his family was. And then my cousins and my aunt, they all followed. And so they were at school at Georgia Southern. I was attending school, Cal State Fullerton. And they called me one summer and said, our roommate's moving out. We haven't found a sublease. We have a great education program at Southern. You should come. And I was 18 and said, why not? I'll go live in California or in Georgia for a few years. Sure. And
for a few years.
yeah. Well, fast forward 13 years and I'm still here. But Garrett and I started dating. He took me on our first official date 3 days after I moved to Statesboro.
Okay.
I caught wind that she was coming.
Okay.
You
Word
remember
through the
this girl
grapevine.
from Camden County.
That's right.
Said, I won't let this opportunity slip through my fingers again.
But I wasn't the only one. There was probably 8 other guys who also had the same idea in mind that remembered Meagan from Camden County.
Oh, really?
Who were also attending Southern.
Of course.
Understood that she was coming
So
up.
you had to strike fast.
Oh, did I? and did I? But it was great because the competition. I mean, it was just, I was like, wow, there's a lot of guys who've got the same idea that I do, right? And man, it was tough. But
I'm gonna make a joke here, and I mean it with the utmost respect. I love you both to death.
yeah.
But you were a fresh Georgia Southern student, so it sounds like you really took GATA to heart.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Okay, we're not going to delve into what GATA stands for.
Not at all, but no.
A couple of different versions.
Well, we are happy to have you both on here. You're both the owners of Rolling Monkey, which is this really cool restaurant/hospitality service here in Statesboro. So we are going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to deep dive into that because there's a lot to talk about with Rolling Monkey.
Yes, there is. You're listening to East Georgia's Morning Show. East Georgia's Morning Show is powered by Southern Chiropractic and Wellness Center, and we're happy to have some of our favorite ice cream purveyors. How's
Yeah,
that?
there you go. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah.
Purveyors
Fancy
of ice
word.
cream treats. Yes. Here in the studio with us, we've got Meagan and Garrett Clark from Rolling Monkey here with us this morning. And, you guys, Meagan, you have an education background. Garrett, you have an engineering background. So obviously, when you come together, ice cream?
Where did the idea for
Makes
Rolling
total
Monkey
sense.
come
Yeah,
from?
it makes total sense.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, it's definitely a blend. I think you can kind of look at the education side as the nurturing side, and then kind of the logical side is kind of the more structured side. So kind of the mother-father kind of duo is kind of what
A
we
literal
found.
mom and pop shop.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. And I think, Meg, if you want to kind of talk through how it came to be, or I can go through the very analytical, long version that might put people to sleep on the road that we don't want to do this morning.
I think the short version really is that we were looking for something that met a certain criteria for both of us. We wanted to be able to love what we did, be passionate about it, be good at it, and be able to serve the community. And while teaching people with special needs definitely met a lot of those needs for me, I didn't get to do it with my husband. And
Yeah.
Garrett really is my best friend. We've been together for 13 years, and we work together, we live together. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. And so when we started looking at what was something that we could do together, we started looking at our different passions, the different things we were good at. Clearly, his engineering background, I wasn't very good at a lot of the things that he was passionate about. But we found a way through the medium of rolled ice cream that we could bring both of those things together to do something that we love, that we were good at, that gave back to the community together.
They say love finds a way.
What was the genesis of it? Because there are a lot of things that fulfill that criteria. So what was the genesis? What was like ice cream? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, how long? You both clearly had an entrepreneurial spirit about you, so you knew you wanted to go into some sort of business you created. But how did you land specifically on dairy products, on ice cream?
Yeah, we were looking this. So Megan talked about love, being good at it, serving, and then the compensation. So there's 4 elements, and where that comes from is a Okinawan framework of Ikigai, reason for being.
Yeah.
And so this is basically, I was doing some soul searching and looking for how to live the best life. And of course, as Christians really following Christ, there's a lot that Christ conveys, and I was looking for a simple model. And that simple model that aligned with the Christian value set was the Okinawa model. So I worked for a couple of Japanese companies as well. So this concept of Ikigai, reason for being, is basically the distillation of mission, purpose, vocation, passion, and profession, which the overlap. So what you're good at, what you get paid for, profession, what you get paid for, what you serve the community with, vocation, serving the community in what you love, mission, and then what you love and are good at, passion.
Yeah.
So that framework became something that I could understand, because really I'm more simple. I just I seem like I'm smart.
I could tell.
I have to reduce it. I have to dumb it down so I can make sense of it.
Yeah.
And so that framework ended up being kind of our guide of asking, what could we place in here?
Yeah.
And so I threw a couple ideas in. Megan threw a couple ideas in, and this took place for about a year. Or actually, I think 2 years.
Kind of workshopping the idea, trying to land on what you wanted.
Exactly. And then our wedding planner, throughout this, he knew that we were looking for different kind of business ideas. And he said, you guys have to go check out this ice cream shop. It's not just any ice cream. It's special. And so when we did, we went and checked it out. It was in December. There was the line wrapped around like 2 blocks.
In December?
Yes.
For an ice cream place.
So for me, it was like, okay, clearly they're getting paid.
Yeah.
Right? And then as we got in there and we looked at the value stream, the kind of the process of things, it was very theatric, very much, it met an unrecognized need. Not only did it provide ice cream, it elevated people's spirit. So that was, for me, like, okay, it gives back to the community, and I think we could love doing this.
Well, it's your business model. It makes a lot of sense when you unpack it and think about it. A lot of people associate ice cream with childhood fun, right?
Yeah.
There was an old lady who used to take care of me named BB Abel. She famously told me that it's never too cold for ice cream because she took me to TCBY in the middle of a snowstorm in North Carolina.
Heck yeah.
And my mom was not happy about it, but BB said you're never too cold for ice cream, right?
Yes.
So for a lot of people, it invokes that childlike sense of wonderment, right? And you foster an environment where, you know, the sort of things you're doing, the ambiance, the energy in the room. When I go in there, I feel like a kid in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool to have someone customize something, but as an adult, you know, I can't have someone tell me, no, you can't put gummy bears in that. You know, I'm also allowed to make whatever decisions I want there. And
But as an adult, you're going, shut up. Put gummy bears
well,
in
I
there.
already
You
did
see
it.
what I'm saying?
I've made some terrifying amalgamations of ice cream at Rolling Monkey. Now, so we talked about, you know,
I love that.
the origin of the business, but like, where did the name Rolling Monkey come from?
I love this question. So when we first started the company, we named it Cold Rolled Creamery. CRC, that's our son's initials, Connor Riley Clark.
That's cute.
Okay.
And so we knew we wanted to incorporate him into the business. He was 9 at the time of the founding of the company. So, you know, it's a kid, an ice cream shop, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But when we started laying out the plans to potential investors, they loved everything, but they said the name was bland.
Ooh.
So how do you break it to a kid that you're no longer going to name an ice cream store after him? And so we sat down together as a family and we started brainstorming. And Connor's nickname growing up was always Monkey Man.
Yeah.
Parents who are listening who have little boys understand what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Climbing on
trees,
everything,
jumping,
yeah.
doing
Yes.
all of the things.
Falling
Just-
from great
Monkey
heights
couple.
sometimes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
all of the things. So that's how Rolling Monkey came to be.
Wow.
Still so we could name it after Connor, but a little more playful.
See, I love that. We have another business, Baby CJ's, and he's named it after his baby CJ. And I love when you see the family immediately in the business.
Well, one of the things I like, and you talked about it being experiential, I don't know how you get the people who work behind the counter who are so enthusiastic about what they're doing. I liken it to Chick-fil-A. I always wonder, how does Chick-fil-A find all these people who genuinely seem to love working there?
Well, it seems to be
it's the same kind of thing at your store.
It's the worst kept secret in the industry, Brian. I imagine it starts with treating your employees well.
That's a big part of it, no doubt about it.
See, and he's never worked in the food industry before.
No,
He's never
no.
worked fast food. He's never been a server.
Never worked retail.
Yeah, he's never had a real job.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, but I have. You know,
Well,
I've
my
worked.
dad was
in.
in this business,
Yeah.
and he once told me, he said it beats working for a living.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I understand.
I once worked for a fast food establishment where I worked for tips and was on roller skates. All right, so and I learned very quickly how little they actually valued me. So it really does. That's your employees. I've never seen an unhappy Rolling Monkey employee, and that in and of itself speaks volumes about management. Because it starts at the top and it all cascades down.
Yeah.
It does. It really starts with the, like you said, the orientation of what we're intentional to do, what we're setting out to do, and what we prioritize.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. We'll be back because we didn't come here to talk just about that. You've got an event coming up.
Yeah, this Sunday.
This Sunday, and we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to East Georgia's Morning Show. East Georgia's Morning Show is powered by Southern Chiropractic and Wellness Center. It's 23 minutes until 9 o'clock, and we're happy to have Meagan and Garrett Clark from Rolling Monkey here with us this morning. And we've talked about how you guys got your business started and your philosophy behind it to a degree. I mean, I know it goes a lot deeper than what we were able to scratch on the surface there. But the reason you're here today is because you have an event coming up on Sunday. So what's the event?
So on Sunday is a national holiday. It's a very
Okay.
important one. It's National Ice Cream Day.
Aha.
So every year we celebrate and we throw a parking lot party.
So does it just fall on that particular day of the month, or is it, always the second Sunday or whatever?
Third Sunday of the month.
Third Sunday.
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting. Now, you guys, you have a food truck.
We
or
do
a
catering.
food booth. Yeah, okay. I've seen you guys have a bit of branded some sort of vehicle that I've seen in parking
Oh, a
lots
trailer.
before.
Yeah,
trailer,
yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
So is that
I
how you
have
do
seen
the celebrations in the parking lot, or do you just go straight from the store into the parking lot?
This will be the first time this year that we actually bring that catering. It's a mobile catering setup.
Okay.
That we're going to bring out into the parking lot this
Ooh.
year. So typically we have other functions, and Megan, you can speak to all the different activities that we'll have out there, which we've got a lot that we always try to do.
Last year you had face painting.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes.
Yes.
The line was long, so I didn't get my face painted, but you did have face painting. I went in and celebrated this last year. I love Rolling Monkey. If I
Yeah.
weren't, if I weren't poor, I would be there every day. So,
Maybe we can work out a deal or something.
yeah, there we go. Some sort of brand ambassador sponsor.
Yeah,
There you
there we
go.
go. I like it.
Yeah, you guys
We'll
need
talk.
an unofficial taste tester? I got you.
New flavors.
Well,
We'll
why?
let Travis try it.
Yeah, so we need like an East Georgia's Morning Show flavor. Yeah, see, we've been
okay.
trying to pitch all the eateries here in town to
it's
name
gonna
stuff
be full
after
of
us.
nuts. So
Yeah,
That's funny.
not popular at all. Well, so why is this holiday so important to you guys? I mean, other than the obvious, of course, ice cream holidays are going to be important to an ice cream based business. But, I mean, you could just say, we're celebrating, come in and get 2% off or something like that. Why go the extra mile?
So with Rolling Monkey, Garrett and I are always looking for different ways we can build synergy in the community. And so a lot of times that looks like Garrett and I going out and meeting other business owners or bringing Rolling Monkey to other events or places or sponsorships or those kinds of things. And so this is a day where we want to really just open up our house and say, come celebrate with us. This is a holiday where you can come to your favorite ice cream store in Statesboro and celebrate with the rest of the community.
You guys do a really good job of being involved in the community and supporting the community. I mean, you do percentage nights all the time with different organizations. You've had, the Georgia Southern cheerleaders in there. You had yours truly and my dance partner for Dancing with the Statesboro Stars. So you guys are involved in the community. And I know that goes a long way with people around here. I'm a big advocate of local supporting local. So I will always go to a local business over a big chain store any day of the week. So it's basically no contest when it comes to ice cream here in town. So, and it was that way before you guys had a more interpersonal relationship with me through Dancing with the Stars. Because just going in there, it's a fun place to be in. Kids love being in there, and kids, they can find a way to enjoy basically anything.
Yeah.
You made it real easy for them when they walk into Rolling Monkey. Those swinging chairs. Oh my God. Kids love those to death. It's a shame because I want to sit in the swinging chairs because they look cool.
Well, how do you take it out into the parking lot? Because I know that the way it works, you have these cold slabs that you make the ice cream on.
Yeah.
So how is that portable?
Yeah, so it is on wheels, on casters. So it's
okay.
basically a refrigerant unit. So we like to, so
You can literally take the store outside.
Yes.
Wow.
Now,
Okay.
those units do draw a lot of power.
bet.
And we've
Especially
run
with-
into that. At the Georgia Southern games, we've got to be on dedicated lines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's...
So that power blackout last season was you guys.
It could have been, yeah.
If you're talking to baseball stadium, maybe.
Man. So you guys you're at all the Southern things as well. So
We are.
are you one of the official ice cream vendors at the stadium?
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty cool. See, I haven't been to a Southern game in a minute, so I'm missing out on all these good opportunities. You can get beer there now. You can get ice cream.
Beer and
Okay.
ice cream.
Man, that's a football game right there.
It was really cool for us because we're both graduated from Georgia Southern. And
Right.
so we were the first non-corporate partner to go into the stadium and sell.
Wow.
Well,
That's-
and I know that's one of the things that Jared Binko, the athletic director, was all about making the game day experience even more enjoyable. So I imagine having Rolling Monkey plays into that really
They've been
well.
a great partner,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Now we haven't addressed this too much, but I am a little curious. What was it like with COVID? How did you guys handle that? Because you're still here, so
Yep.
you overcame it.
Yep. In our infancy, very scary situation initially.
Yeah,
And so
tell
that,
me.
that initial reaction of, I mean, fear, right? Because things
Yeah.
are falling apart.
Yeah.
You have a very challenging dynamic with the workforce really taking advantage of the situation. And a lot of employers really struggling with that. But thank goodness that we made culture our primary focus so that it actually was the inverse. In essence, we were anti-fragile. Like when the stressor, the external stressor of COVID hit, it then allowed us to reveal why culture is so important, because the challenge actually unified us to make us stronger, to where people were showing up off the clock saying, we know you guys are in jeopardy, in danger, and
we want to help.
we want to be there for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when Garrett and I made the decision to choose faith over fear, I came in the next day to the store and there was 4 employees sitting at a table working on a marketing campaign.
Wow.
A scavenger hunt where you could find free ice cream in town, different things like that they were just intrinsically motivated to work on for us.
See, that's one of the things that really makes Foundry as an organization feel similar to Rolling Monkey, right? We started the morning show the second week of January 2020. And then 2 months
Then
later,
COVID hit.
the whole world went weird, right?
Test you.
Yeah, exactly. It was a test, right?
Yeah.
And, you guys threw the fire and the flames just like us. But, one of the things I really think is I think it helped grow us as a partner to Statesboro because we were there. We
Yeah.
were this constant presence in the morning that people could come to when everything else was weird and everything else was uncertain.
A ground of rock.
Yes.
Literally. And it was that
That's
culture,
us.
not to toot our own horn too much or anything, but
But truly, I mean, truly, people in the uncertain times to have that consistency and
Yeah.
someone who doesn't waver is the thing that holds it together.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we've got to take a break. We're gonna go to a commercial break and come back and talk some more about Rolling Monkey and Ice Cream Day on Sunday in just a few minutes. You're listening to East Georgia's Morning Show. Morning show is powered by Southern Chiropractic and Wellness Center, and I don't know if you can tell, but we're having a lot of fun here this morning.
having a blast.
Yes, we've
Monkeying
got-
around.
Monkeying around, some monkey business this morning.
Yes. We've got Megan and Garrett from the Rolling Monkey here with us. Well, it's not the Rolling Monkey; it's just Rolling Monkey. Got to get the title right.
Yeah.
Now we've got Ice Cream Day coming up on Sunday. So, can you tell us a little bit about what you guys will be doing for Ice Cream Day?
So the store will be open 12 to 9, but from 1 to 5 is kind of like our parking lot party. So we're having a classic car, truck, bike cruising this
Ooh.
year
Okay.
from 1 to 5.
There are a couple of classics rolling around Statesboro. You're going to get some people for that.
That's
Yeah.
Garrett and I. That's another love that we share. We can talk about another time, but we definitely love hot rods and classic cars, stuff like that. So
Oh, cool.
We'll have face painting. We'll have a huge bounce house obstacle course for the kids. Of course, we're going to be selling best ice cream in Statesboro.
There you
Of course.
And yes, we're doing a bunch of giveaways. So this hasn't been released on social media yet, but if you do follow us, you'll learn more about it on Friday. You have 2 chances this year to win free ice cream for a year.
Free
Whoa.
ice cream for a year. Don't
Yep.
threaten me with it.
Yeah, hold on now.
So one of those ways is
I'm
coming
gonna
in the
set
store.
up if I win, I'll set up a cot.
Yeah.
One way to win is by coming in the store and purchasing a raffle ticket. We've had a lot of local businesses donate other things. Johnny Boy Cookies, 3 Tree Coffee. They've donated gift cards and stuff too. So if you don't win the free ice cream for a year, those are other great prizes you could win. The other way is on social media. I'll be posting that, like, share, post, comment, those kinds of things. So,
Yeah.
Wow.
and we're gonna have
Okay.
music. And probably my favorite part is a mascot race. So all the local mascots come together and participate in a mascot race. Romo won last year. Gus won the first year that we did it.
Okay.
So at Splashy, Bolt, we've got a couple others that are in the running to win this year.
Wow.
Literally in the running.
Yes.
That really does sound like fun for the whole family, though. I mean, you do have a little something for everyone. Sometimes the only task you need for a parent is to keep the kid busy. So it sounds like you're doing a real good job of that. And then, of course, ice cream on a hot day. Because my God, it's never been a better time to be in the ice cream business. Because I imagine it's booming right now because it's been unbearable the past few days.
I'm just thinking global warming, ice cream.
There's a
correlation
solution
works out in our
somewhere in
favor.
there. Yeah.
Sorry, the rest of the world.
But we're doing great.
Well, if we have piqued people's interest in Rolling Monkey and they want to check you guys out, we haven't actually said where you're located at. So,
Oh, yeah.
where is the store here in Statesboro?
We like to say it's in Chicken Corner. We're near Chicken Salad Chick, Chick-fil-A, Lox Chicken and Waffles.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we've got plenty of chicken options too, but we're over there off Northside Drive behind
You're
the
across
Chick-fil-A.
from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
And then
Okay.
you've got a gym in the other corner. Wow. That's I never thought about that plaza like that, but that's
That is Chicken Corner.
kind of crazy when you think about it. Well, what are your standard hours of operation?
12 to 9, and then on Friday and Saturday, 12 to 10. So the store, like I said, will be open on Sunday, 12 to 9. It's just the parking lot party takes place 1 to 5.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Now, is there a social media stuff that people can check out? You talked about people entering the contest once you post it. What is your social media?
So our Instagram is rollingmonkey_ice cream, and then we have a Facebook page as well, the Rolling Monkey.
Okay.
Now,
Well,
I will say Eagle 94.9 and 106.5 The Borough have linked to your Facebook page, and Eagle 94.9's Instagram has linked to your Instagram as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now,
So
Okay.
if people want to find out more, easiest way might be to go to our Facebook page,
And
is
just click the
Eagle
link.
94.9 or 106.5 The Borough.
Yes.
And just follow it over to Rolling Monkeys Facebook.
Absolutely. It's a great social media page, by the way. You guys have a lot of followers on there.
Yeah.
They got like 10,000 followers on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
Ice
They
cream is popular.
They've got
Who
like
knew?
100 more followers than us. It's so close. It's an arms race right now. Well, one of the things that I like to ask, business owners, especially local business owners, when we get towards the end of the interview here is, why is this so important to you guys? Because other than making money, because of course, that is the goal of every
there are
business
lots
is
of
to
ways
make
to
money.
do that.
There are a lot of ways to do that. And, there are other ways to go about it. So, why is this so important to you? Because you guys have passion. I hear it when you talk about this. So, what makes you both so passionate?
I think it's the clarity of that why, and continuing to refine that, and continuing to go through that continuous improvement and that faith walk, and try our best to be an example, to lead by example, and have grace along the way. I mean, it's definitely not been an easy process, but I think that's what makes it so meaningful, is because it is a challenge, and it really does stem from a pain that we've both experienced with where we were before. Great things to say about the great careers that we had before, but we wanted to pursue and develop a value stream, a business model that would be an example for other businesses when it comes to inspiring people who inspire the world. And what that means is inspire your employees, meet their needs, not only just the monetary needs, also love and belonging, also esteem, recognition. And then higher than that, when we talk about inspiration, it's to have a purpose beyond themselves, and to work towards a unifying purpose that brings them together as a team and a family, to where we can do something that is transcendent and serving the community or customer beyond ourself. And I think in a world that is so focused on self, we forget what it's all about. And the fulfillment doesn't come from serving yourself, it comes from serving others. And we not only believe that, but we've felt that, we've seen that, and we want to share that good work, because it's not just a secret recipe that only we can do. It's something that other leaders can, with a couple of adjustments and attunements, they can unlock the potential in their people, their employees, their workforce.
See, I love to see local business owners practice what they preach. That's a very important aspect of patroning a business for me. So the fact that, I know you guys are in the trenches fighting the good fight just like your employees are, that means a lot. Because there are some people who, once their business starts to take off, they start to think of themselves as the other. Well, I'm the owner. I'm not one of the employees. So I appreciate that you're.
Why are you looking at me?
No particular reason. Yeah, no, not at all.
I saw that.
But that is a really good, it's a mission statement that I really appreciate, though. One of the things I've noticed about Statesboro, top to bottom, from Dr. Marrero to Mayor McCollar, they talk about the reinvestment in our community, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't want all the people that graduate from Southern or, get done in high school, we don't want them to just go to Savannah, right? We want them to stay in Statesboro, and part of that is opportunities for growth and potential. And you guys are creating that opportunity, and that's how this community stays strong.
Well, and I think because people learn by example, I think you're probably empowering your employees to think as entrepreneurs, and how they can, when they graduate college or whatever, they can move on and create their own thing, rather than, looking at how they can make Rolling Monkey a career. They can look at those life lessons and make that their career.
Yes.
Now, if only we could get a local business that teaches people how to drive. that would be awesome.
Well, it's been great having you guys here with us this morning. This morning, I kind of put Megan and
morning
Garrett together and came up with Morgan. But anyhow, Meagan Clark and Garrett Clark here with us from Rolling Monkey. And good luck on Ice Cream Day coming up on Sunday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
You're listening to East Georgia's Morning Show.